So, we're bending the aircraft. We got vapor trails coming off the aircraft. We're bending the wings. And we got to our last set of the fights for that day as we hit Joker fuel, meaning we were just about out of fuel for the day. We had just enough fuel for one short fight before we hit bingo. So we ended up setting up quite a bit lower and faster than we typically would for a typical a beam set, which is what we were executing. So we were a mile of beam in position, wing to wing. And the flight lead called, "Fight's on." We pitched our jets in. And as we came to that merge and our flight paths crossed, I already had my aircraft about 30 degrees nose low and partially inverted. And so I pulled the control stick into my lap. Typically, this maneuver would take about 5,000 feet of vertical airspace at the normal airspeeds that we would operate at. However, in the heat of all that, in the stress of all that, in the helmet fire that all that can be, I didn't quite realize the airspeed that I'd gotten up to. And so I ended up going nose low at a much higher than Top Gun recommended airspeed. And as I pulled that control stick into my lap, instead of taking just 5,000 feet, whereas I had started up at 10,500 feet for that maneuver. So in my mind, I had enough airspace vertically to execute that maneuver above the hard deck at 5,000 feet and still have a 500-foot bubble. And so in my quick mental math, that was good to go. However, as I hit bullseye nose low, pointed straight at the ocean, the aircraft hit an airspeed and put me in what's called the G bucket.